This is the Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Trilogy Siege Voyager class Starscream. The figure is part of the second wave of the Voyager class figures for the Siege toy line. And I picked up this figure at Artoys. And here we go. Nice artwork, and it looks to be like one of the first issues, not the running change, as it's missing a pin for that chest piece. And here is Starscream out of packaging, and he looks absolutely fantastic. I didn't know what to expect with this figure. I mean, after that Voyager class Power of the Prime Starscream, I was thinking Hasbro couldn't do a better one. I mean, we've got a Leader class Starscream, we've got a Deluxe class Starscream, but the Voyager class Starscream, that has been a pitfall for the Hasbro designers for some time now. And wow, this is probably the best one we've ever had in the Generations Classics Henkei line. And wow, it's so G1. I can't believe it. Yeah, like I said, I didn't expect too much from it, but this is Starscream. It looks so much like the one we've seen in the cartoons, except obviously he's in Cybertronian alt mode, which is fine. I mean, shoulder pads are a little bit too high, and the null rays are a little bit too thick. They look like machine guns, but that's fine. The overall effect, motif, sculpt, and genuine appearance of the figure, it comes across as a very decent G1 Starscream. I love it. He feels like he's got moth wings, but that's got to do with the alt mode, the quad jet, Tetrajet alt mode. And yeah, I'm really liking it. The colors, great. This is how he was colored in the 80s cartoons. Some blue, red, and gray. Maybe if the gray were a little bit more closer to white, would have been perfect color combination. Wow. I'll give you a closer look on the details of that. Look at that head sculpt. If that isn't G1, I don't know what is. Yep. Really liking it. You get some, again, those weathering silver brush strokes on him. It doesn't bother me as much as it did with Optimus Prime. I mean, on the blue, yeah, I suppose it's fine. A little bit here on his chest. It's a darker type of gunmetal gray paint on the legs. It's not the same silver, or is it? Feels like it's darker than this one, so I thought that was pretty okay, pretty neat. Yeah, you get more in the wings, and we'll see that more in alt mode. So I didn't get one with a pin, so this is one of the first editions or first releases of Starscream, and this thing is just loose on mine, but that's okay. We'll work around it. Okay, so yeah, pretty nice. Articulation for the figure. It's got a ball jointed neck, waist swivel, ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, double hinge elbow, swivel wrist. Oh, wrist does swivel. Ball hinge hips. Lots of range of motion. Thigh swivel. Hinge knees. Go all the way up because of transformation. And some ankle articulation. Go forward and backward. Toes can fold because of transformation, and a little bit of a rocker pivot. That's pretty cool. Comes with two null rays, which you can plug anywhere. Plug them here, or you can hold them, or which way you want to. It's a 5mm peg, so it will fit nicely anywhere. He comes with a nice instruction sheet. Cool, very helpful. And here he is with other Voyager class Decepticons from the Siege line, Megatron and Shockwave. Yes, Voyager. He is technically a Leader class figure, but his size is obviously a Voyager class figure. And here he is with Voyager class Optimus Prime. So let's transform Starscream. Take off the guns. Okay. Put the wings down like that. Start with the arms. Open arms this way. Fold the fists. Like that. And then fold up the elbows like that and twist it out. Okay. Same on the other side. Do this. Fold up the elbows. Fold and twist out. Okay. Easy peasy. All right, then the back. Go ahead and fold these out, and then instructions just tell you to rotate these two pylons down. What you want to do, you don't want to do, I want to break it. So detach from those pegs, and then slide all the way down here. Okay, that. Then this, it's just gonna stay right there for now. Okay, feet go like this. Rotate the waist like that. Don't forget to do the head. Go ahead and fold it like this, like that. And then the chest, like this. Okay. And then he has some faux or fake calves that they're going to collapse in when you do transform him. Okay, so go ahead and fold this up like this, and then those fake calves are going to collapse, and then you're going to be able to fold the knees all the way up like there, and then these slots right here, you're going to tab these flat pegs right there, right there. You should be able to form the base of the jet. Okay, and then on the forearms there are slots with 3 holes and 2 holes. The ones that have 2 holes, I'm gonna peg him right there, like that. Shoulder will be at an angle, forearm will be parallel with the lower legs. So do the same on the other side. Go ahead and fold it at an angle, rotate, and tab in those forearms. Okay, so yep, looking nice, stable. Okay, and then lastly, what you want to do is the top part, which is mostly the wings and cockpit of the jet. Go ahead and tab in those wings, and then these pieces right here, those small tabs, they're going to tab into those slots. Okay, so collapse right there. Oh, I can't see. Okay, that and like that. That should be pretty solid. Okay, and then the thrusters, untab them, slide them down. Make sure the head is all the way flat down like that. There, the chest piece, go ahead and tab them right here. Tab it right there, form the rear. And that is the jet mode. Okay, the guns, instructions say to plug them right there. That looks okay. I mean, you can plug them right here, obviously. It still look good, okay? But I think the best way to plug them in is in the forearms, 5mm ports, like this. Same with this one. And if you do this, the guns feel like they're kind of coming out from the wings. So yeah, pretty cool. Now, if you remember that G1 episode, first episode, you remember the Seekers transformed into these Tetrajets, and they look like this actually, and they're triangular shaped and doesn't really look like this, but it's very close. And Starscream looked like that. Yeah, okay. The jet mode kind of looks more like Battlestar Galactica Colonial Viper. I mean, I don't know, okay? Just giving me that vibe. So, yeah. Okay. And for size comparison, here he is with the Voyager class Combiner Wars Cyclonus. And wow. He looks like a deluxe class beside Cyclonus. But okay, I mean, yep, looks pretty okay. And before I forget, he does have light piping, and it looks awesome. And so some final thoughts on the figure. It is a great Voyager class Starscream, and to be done in such G1 aesthetic and, you know, some form of G1 accuracy to his Cybertronian mode, I love it. I never thought we would get something like this from Hasbro, and I judged this figure way too quickly. I didn't think I was going to be too impressed with it, but it actually is a wonderful, wonderful figure. Do I have complaints? Not too much. The transformation can be a little bit tedious because of the tight, not joints, but tight pegs getting into those tight slots. But, you know, once you get over that, it looks great. Transformation is not too complex, but it's not too simplistic. Details are there. I love the G1 aesthetic in robot mode. And the Tetrajet, though it looks more like a Colonial Viper, will have to do. I mean, I like it. And transforming him that way too triangular Tetrajet would have been really weird and very difficult, I think, to engineer. So I'm pretty happy with this one. The figure is going to get a 10 out of 10 for me. I highly recommend it. I think it's a great addition to the Generations line. And I do hope we get all three Seekers and not just Thundercracker again. I hope we do get Skywarp. And on top of that, I do hope we get the Coneheads as well. You know, you don't have to give us the Rainmakers, but a Coneheads, Dirge, Ramjet, and Thrust would be nice. Also, since Hasbro has already retired the deluxe class Seeker mode, I'm hoping that maybe somewhere along the line, maybe in the next iteration for War for Cybertron, maybe part 2 of the trilogy, we'd get an actual Earth mode Voyager class Starscream and the rest of the Seekers, like in their F-15 Eagle alt modes. That would be fantastic. And I think at this point in time, Hasbro is already reaping the benefits of listening to the fans. The fans wanted a lot more G1 looking Generations toys, and they're just giving it, and I think the results speak for themselves. Most of the Siege toys have been sold out. Very difficult to find them. You get to see a few peg warmers here and there, obviously, but most of the major characters are very difficult to find. Collectors are grabbing them up because they evoke so much G1 in a modern way without, you know, it's a nice little alternative than just full-on getting Masterpiece Transformers, because Masterpiece Transformers, let's face it, they're mostly for display. You don't really get to play with them because they're very expensive and you don't want to break it. But a more medium-priced, more affordable line is the Generations line, and to have very nice looking G1 characters, G1 figures in them is really, really a breath of fresh air from Hasbro, and fans are just loving. I'm loving it, that's for sure. So hope everybody has a great time hunting these new Wave 2 Siege figures, and this is just the start of it. I plan to do Soundwave and the 4 deluxes in this wave, so do stay tuned for that. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Siege Voyager class Starscream. Thanks for watching.